I found all the missing wires. I plugged this wire in right here, located it, and
look, that wasn't plugged in before?
It was not. I am missing this clip right here that it goes onto, but it is what it is. We're not going to be fiddling around with that because it's gonna take too long to find, and I don't even think we have a clip like that anywhere around here. But it'll be okay, it's not going anywhere. All these clips are on. I cleaned everything up super nice, and there's a couple more clips that I actually need to install right in front of you guys. See? That's actually really convenient. We're gonna have to get a new tow hook because that tow hook's no good. See how you do it? You gotta do it like that, look. You make all the wires cross. Look at that, you see? And then, when you twist all these wires, what you're doing right now, you're creating a mechanical connection. Look at that. That's already not coming apart, right? Now once we have the solar, it's gonna be super solid. A lot of people, man, they'll just put them together, or they'll twist them like this. You gotta let them marry together. Look, that's how you gotta do it. It's literally gotta look like it's just the break in the plastic. The wire needs to be connected solid all the way through, just like that. Even if I didn't solder this, it would still be fine. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, where's my driver's airbag? Now, before we actually go ahead and install the airbag, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that our airbag light is off, and we're going to plug it in. Boom! All right, there. Now, okay, they're in. These little orange things right here, they're not just locks, guys. These are very important. These right here, when you open this up, when you pull this up, it actually releases a little gold tab, little gold-plated tab in there, and it shorts out the airbag. So if you open this tab up right here, your airbag will be shorted out. One time I was testing an airbag and I didn't want to plug it in all the way. And so I did it like this because I didn't want to pop that back open, you know? I couldn't figure out why my airbag light wouldn't go off. And then I looked online and they said, you got to make sure to put that down. Because if you don't put that down right there, ain't nothing going to happen for you.
Why they got it like that?
That's so the second you unplug it, it shorts it out so it can't go off. Because you know, what's it called? Static electricity. All right, static electrical, man. All right, guys, so we have installed our airbag. Well, we haven't installed it, we've hooked it up. And I'm going to go ahead and clear the codes, and then we are going to hopefully not see the airbag light again. I've got my Foxwell scanner here. My big Autel scanner is actually dead because nobody ever puts it back on charge. So this is the backup. This is what I keep in the car. This is the travel case. All right, oh look, it came right on. Dang, that was quick. Diagnostic, America. What is this, a Ford?
I don't know what this. Might be a GMC, Chevy.
Yo, this thing is fast. Did you see how fast everything just loaded up? That was fast. There's like a million codes.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, I don't know, I'm just gonna clear all the codes.
What codes came up?
Just everything. All right.
Come back on?
Hey, no airbag light. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so check this out. When you hit that ignition, you see that little airbag light in the corner?
Yep.
All right, you see how he's gone? You know what I'm saying? If you want to get you one of these just to throw in your trunk or something, I got the link in the description. You know I'm on Amazon. I'm out here selling stuff. You know, I got to make a living too. So go check it out in the description. And I got a little promo code I'm going to throw in for you guys. Get you some money off. What we got next? Oh, we got to figure out the steering issue, Nate. What's going on with the steering issue? I don't know.
What's the issue?
I have no idea.
Why don't you use your scanner and
That's not a bad idea.
check why you got it plugged up?
Let's see, steering. Bro, let's just do a whole scan. You scan the whole truck.
Yep.
Look, we ain't got no engine light because there's obviously no engine in the truck. Body control module is checking out. Instrument panel control module checks out. Restraint control module checks out. Protocol interface module checks out. All-terrain control module checks out. What this thing got all-terrain for, man? Fords can't go off-road. There we go. See, we found one. Gateway module A. 2 faults. We're about to figure it out. We're about to figure it out, man. Man, this thing said quick scan, not half my life scan. Data received from anti-lock brake system. Anti-lock braking system control module A. Battery voltage and lost communication with restraints control module.
Oh, so you need to just drive it.
Very possibly.
Right after you clear those codes, just drive it.
Well, also we need to replace the battery.
Think so?
Yeah. It keeps dying. Yeah, no, it's not.
Go into the ABS.
The ABS?
Yeah, go into the anti-lock because the power steering won't work without the ABS. Go into the ABS.
All right. All right, so everything is looking good as far as all the lights go. Now we need to go ahead and finish assembling the center console. I didn't want to go finish installing everything until I knew that the airbag light was going to go off. And now that the airbag light is off, we are ready to go ahead and completely assemble the interior, which is really not much left. It's literally just this center console right here. 4 bolts in and pop 2 panels on, and it is done, guys. Check this out. Everything is in. We've got all new airbags. But yeah, guys, we got the interior all buttoned up. We're gonna finish that up real quick and then probably give it a real good detail on the inside first. Get everything all cleaned out, make sure there's nothing in there. You know, we like to leave bolts and stuff under the seats sometimes. I noticed the door was closing kind of odd, and if you look right here, our door cushion seal thingamabobber is a little bit out of whack. It's missing a few clips here, and that has caused it to separate and get bent. So we're going to hit it with this heat gun right here, and then put some new clips in there, and we will be finished. Almost. We're waiting on the cold side snap ring for the intercooler, and once that comes in, we're going to program the ADS, which is the lane camera, and then the truck is on its way to the customer. Super exciting, man. I'm so happy. Well, I'm doing a little bit of upgrading because Ford decided that they were going to cut some corners. She is on here permanently. You gotta make sure to press that tape down as hard as you possibly can because it's pressure activated. You want it to stay on there. And buddy, once you press it on. And then what I do is I run the heat over it once it's all in its spot. Itself to stay in this exact spot, and it will never move after that. All right, so this is one of the final touches. I like to do this at the very end because I've actually had a couple of situations where I cavity waxed a bit too early and I still had to work on the vehicle, and there may or may not have been an entire frame rail on fire. I will say again, may or may not have been, but this stuff right here, you really want to use it last, like when you're completely done. So I'm gonna fill up both the frame rails. This rail, as you guys know, we replaced, so it definitely needs cavity wax. This rail right here was previously welded on, and I'm sure they heated it as well when they were pulling it. So we're gonna go ahead and do both the rails. We're gonna put a nice thick coat of cavity wax along the entire rail, and that will prevent rust that may accumulate inside the frame rails. Because you know these Fords, they rust inside out. Woo! Woo, boy! We're gonna let that dry a bit. We're gonna do this.
Match the eco on this car?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think it did. Did it, here?
Huh?
Did it match that eco?
Match this color?
So it turns out we have a few electrical issues with the F150. What we are going to try to do, we are going to send it off to the dealer and see if they can program the SAS and the IPM, which is something to do with that camera. And if that fails, if they say there's an issue with it, we're gonna tear this entire front end back down and make sure that all the wiring and everything is nice and good and there's no breaks in it. In the meantime, while we were waiting for that to happen, which is going to be next week, Monday or Tuesday sometime, we are going to work on the Acura. We've got the engine painted. Paul did a beautiful job on that. And Nate is going to start putting it together, and I am going to work on getting the axle fixed for the Acura.